Hello guys, today's lesson is pretty straightforward. You'll find it in the SFS Virtual School under racial bias. That's what we're focusing on today. So the instructions are here, but I'll just talk you through fairly quickly. So you've got basically 3 instructions there, which I'll let you read through. We've also got these slides, which are the same as the ones we've been using. We've got a formative little assignment there to start off with, and we've also got a flip grid. Look, I'll also be adding this video into this space when I'm completed, just as a bit of a lesson overview, but you should find it fairly straightforward. So first of all, this relates to slide 25 and our section on racial bias, as you can see. The first thing you need to do is you'll go to Google Classroom and you'll click on the formative link, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. And what I want you to do is listen to an 11-minute podcast, and there'll be 7 questions which you need to answer. Some of you may have used GoFormative, which I think is a fantastic tool, and it will really let me track how you're going and if the answers are okay. So we'll be using that moving forward. It's very easy. It aligns really well with Google Classroom as well. I think you'll enjoy it. So what that looks like when you go in is you click on this button here and you'll hear a nice interview with Dovidio, who is a PhD from Yale University, a psychologist specializing in racism, particularly in the US. So you hear him talk about the election of Barack Obama, the law enforcement issues they have there, and some of the psychology underpinning all of that. It's really, really interesting. He calls it aversive racism. He also talks a lot about implicit biases, which we've sort of been working on together as well. So go through those 7 questions, type your responses into here, and I'll be able to sort of look over your responses, maybe provide some feedback, and just to see how you're tracking. Okay, once we finish that, we move on to slides 27, which is a little bit of background and theory mainly from the textbook. And then I've given you access to 3 different resources here. So what I'd like you to do is just work your way through these resources. It should take you a good bit of time. We've got Psychology Today article. We've also got the textbook pages we've been working with, specific pages there, and also this Shekrud et al. 2004, which is a review of the neuroimaging study. So we're really looking at the neuroscience or biology of race and racism. This one here is pretty full on. I think the abstract should be almost enough, but if not, please don't feel like you have to read every single sentence of that. I thought I'd give you access to the original paper here though. Okay, so once you've done that, that's most of the lesson today. Then what I want you to do to apply that knowledge is come down to slide 29, and we're going to do a flip grid. So consider the following essay question: discuss research relating to prejudice and discrimination. Join the flip grid discussion, which is linked on Google Classroom, and post a response. So how would you use some of this information from here, or also from here, really, to drive forward a discussion on prejudice and discrimination? So what I want you to do is just choose one piece of information that really jumped out at you and talk about how you could incorporate that to help to answer this question here. If it's a critical reflection point or critical thinking point, even better, but you choose which piece of information really, interested you and you think you could synthesize into a larger piece. So post your own 1-minute reflection, and I also want you to comment on at least 2 other responses. Just a short comment, you can reflect upon it, you can say I like this, whatever you want to do, but I want to see a little bit of interaction on the flip grid, please. Okay, that's pretty much it for today. I'll be online obviously during that time, and here to help whenever you need me. Again, chat or email or call me direct. I'm happy with all of those things. Okay, I'll talk to you soon, guys.